Hey guys, thank you for stopping by. How is the UK even remotely still a functional society in today's day and age? Like, if y'all are watching from the UK, let me know because I genuinely want to know how you guys are still a functional society with everything that's going on. And especially the bigger things now that I have now just sat down and read. Your Labor Party is trying to mandate breathalyzers and black boxes in your cars now. Like how just I'm genuinely curious, how can you guys deal with this in like where you live? Like I have the article pulled up where I'm just going to read a little bit of it and just go from there. This is like, honestly, I'm appalled. I live in the United States, and just seeing something like this is just like, you guys have so much government overreach. It's almost to a draconian level. And I'm just like, how have you guys not stood up for yourselves and voted these people out of office? Never mind. I don't even know why the hell I'm saying that. I'm just, how do you deal with your politicians doing this? So I'm just going to go over to the article now. Like, troubling drink and drug driving deaths could mean mandatory breathalyzers and black boxes. I, Almost 400 people died as a result of drink and drug driving last year, and the government is considering introducing tougher regulations as a result. Like, okay. A very, very small percentage of your entire population has died due to poor decision making when it comes to drinking or, partaking in parties and in substances that aren't exactly okay to have in your system. You can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. As long as you aren't hurting somebody else by doing it, I don't care. But if you're hurting yourself, that is on you. But the fact that your government wants to enforce this for everyone, now that's just a joke. If it was 40,000 people, I could understand. But 400 out of the possible tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people you have in your population, to enforce this is just absolutely disgusting. Like, this shouldn't exist. And the fact that people are talking about it and trying to put it in place is just downright disturbing. Labor could soon mandate. I can't do it. I can't highlight. Labor could soon mandate breathalyzers and black boxes on all new cars following the rise in drink and drug driving. Why can't you just say alcohol and, oh my god, my brain hurts reading this. Drug driving deaths in the UK. Almost 400 people lost their lives in 2023 following a collision involving someone under the influence. Again, 400 people in 2023. That is such a minuscule amount. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel bad for the people who were involved in this. I feel bad for their families having to, deal with a loss of a loved one due to alcohol and other substances. But again, to enforce an entire country and destroy the entire car scene in their country over 400 people is just ridiculous. The latest statistics from the Department of Transport show while the number of people who died as a result of drink driving dipped slightly year on year by 14% and is still significant at 260 people. The number uh, the number who lost their lives as a result of drug driving wrote, it's like a toddler wrote this. I'm sorry. It's irking me to read this. Significantly by a 38% to 124 in 2023. Again, small numbers. I'm still sad. It sucks. It really does for those people who were involved in these situations. I don't understand. Against a backdrop of slightly grisly, how is that grisly? How is that grisly? You have more people dying of heart attacks every year, but you don't put in mandates or possible laws into place to help those people with heart attacks. Yet you want to limit people's ability to drive or just enjoy going out and being a part of something. Like anyone involved in the car scene in the UK who's going to be buying a new car during, if this ever goes into place, these black boxes that they're talking about, from what I've seen so far, according to Daily Mail and Auto Express, is that these black boxes are going to be recording your driving activities, what you're saying in the car, how you're it's going to be recording everything that goes on inside the car. And at any point, the UK government can look into this box without a search warrant or whatever you guys have over there. I can't even make it through this article. Like, this is, I don't even understand how this was written. Labour is considering adopting the EU's latest GSR2 car safety regulations, which could see the likes of alcoholics, Alcolox. I can't read. Essentially, a breathalyzer that prevent those under the influence from driving black boxes, which log details such as speed and inputs in the event of a crash, and drowsiness alerts all become mandatory. Again, this is such a government overreach, and it is honestly appalling to me. Honestly appalling. As of July 2024, all new cars in the EU are required to have been designed with the necessary preparations for an alco lock to be retroactively installed. A black box, however, must be installed from the point of purchase, with existing models expected to receive these by updates by July 2026. The government says that mirroring the EU's regulations, while not obligatory as a part of the Brexit negotiations, would streamline production between left and right-hand drive markets, thus helping drive prices down while also improving safety. This has been rebutted by the Conservative opposition, with the former party leader, Sir Liam Duncan Smith. Why do you guys need to include your middle names and everything? You're not that important, frankly. Accusing Labour of incrementally moving back towards the European Union. Jesus Christ. Again. RAC spokesperson Rod Dennis said, "We've consistently been calling for a change in approach when it comes to reducing alcohol-related road deaths, as it's clear to the status quo it isn't working." I don't get it. I genuinely don't get this. Why is this a thing? Who are these people that are, pushing this forth to essentially destroy driving? Going out on a weekend ride in middle of nowhere, just going on a highway, having a good goddamn time. Like, why is this becoming a thing because of 400 people? You know what? I'm just genuinely curious. I'm just genuinely curious. So, what we have here is around the same time, the NHS waiting list estimated 340,000 people died awaiting treatment in 2022. 121,000 patients died while on the NHS waiting list last year, August 30th, 2023. You're worried about 400 people, and you're going to implement nationwide breathalyzers and black boxes for people's cars for 400 people, but you can't even fix your healthcare system? I know. I'm coming from the United States. Most people can't afford healthcare in our country. But when you can't have one thing and not the other in the UK. The Labour Party is based on, reading the first 5 sentences of this, want to enforce black boxes and breathalyzers because of 400 people dying, again, nationwide, but they don't want to fix their healthcare system when they can literally count how many people died as a result of waiting for doctor's appointments. They don't want to fix that, but they want to mandate black boxes and breathalyzers for every new car. How is this not targeted? How is this? These are just straight up just ridiculous rules. And coming from my standpoint of seeing this being put into cars, it's going to destroy the ability to enjoy the automotive hobby, car meets, or just going up for drag racing, casual street racing, if it's on a closed course. Of course, I can't believe I said it like that. Again, the black boxes are designed to record everything that's going on inside of your car. Granted, at the time of a crash, which, again, highly doubt that's why they're actually installing these, because the UK government is pretty slimy when it comes to a majority of things. But again, 400 people as a result of alcohol or substance abuse related accidents. 400 versus 340,000 due to waiting lists. Which seems more important? Trying to help people who want to get help, or destroying an entire community because of 400 people? You tell me. At this point, I am very annoyed, and I don't even know. The UK, an American's perspective on the UK is you have your priorities in the wrong places, and destroying an entire community because of 400 people versus actually helping hundreds of thousands is just ridiculous. It is just downright appalling and grotesque. I personally can't stand it, but again, I have a feeling that people involved in the car scene will understand where I'm coming from. This is just downright disturbing, and y'all need to start cleaning a house and start voting these people out or getting them out of office. I don't even know how your entire system works over there, but these people aren't there to represent you. They're there to make your lives more difficult because of a small percentage of people who make bad decisions. And they hurt their families, their friends, and themselves while doing it. But, this is just one of those things that something needs to be done. So, I am going to pour myself a very stiff drink because I am very aggravated just from reading 2 pieces of media. Y'all just enjoy the rest of your day. Just know that at the end of the day, being an American it's got some drawbacks, but not these level of drawbacks. All right, this has been Shift Happens. Adios. Have a good rest of your day, and I can't do this anymore. I'm probably going to find more articles and just immediately irk myself to the bone. Good luck.